only recently that I can come to this place as I wish. I know it's happened here and there, but now it seems I found a way. And it deserves to be said, I'm entirely grateful. But at this moment, I would love to speak to Sophia. However, since I have you, how have you used the goosely to travel space and time, as you say?
Well, you mean me, Ray. You're looking off that direction, which is oddly where Sophie likes to walk in the earliest times of the pre-dawn twilight, in the mists that rise. I don't know if you're aware of that, but she'll probably be coming around pretty soon. As far as I remember, the goosely literally played me after a time, and it broke me into pieces, and different parts of my personality. Even this one seemed to fade. Others faded first. As if parts of imperfect self broke into worse parts, or maybe became perfect in its non-existence after a while. As if I stepped out of the way. You have a way of speaking. Perhaps you should go to sleep. But I'll just sleep soon. I'm playing around the problems.
Before you go, how would you say the goosely relates to that guitar in your hands?
Well, this here is such an interesting thing. This was it yours or was it Aurelia, your friend Croft? What do you remember of it not? It was a dream you were about to have.
I feel plucking at strings and being whisked off into a melody of the rhythm of the universe, if you will. Almost like the rhythm of the music. It takes you somewhere that you don't know where you're going.
It's beautiful that way, not to plan everything in advance. Because all plans fail anyway. Sort of thing happens.
You sort of follow the flow.
That's the right way.
Until you see what needs to be shown.
And then all the stories come out of us as if they were written by someone else.
That we can agree.
I never could play anything. I had the worst sense of music that existed amongst any elf I've ever met. Not even my old relatives, who were never very particularly leaders with the campfire songs. They could keep up with them. I would destroy it. They would actually ask me to stop. It was very sad. It was a very sad thing. I was barely 60, 70 years old. Maybe I was 50. I might have been younger than that. And they told me to go away because I was making them. Elves are sometimes very mean, right? Of course, everybody can be mean.
Everyone can be nice too.
And we can be nice. And I've met good people. And I certainly feel that around the street. What do you feel about the tree, friend? I heard you saying something when I was up there in the world he sent me to and he explained with us.
I was sitting here with the tree, feeling out the space that she holds, and watching as she gains another branch.
Yeah.
Of my ancestry. Doesn't make sense. We all start, and we come back to the tree. From and to. And it's really nice being able to see things the way we do as we use the lovely puffs of our herbal implements that we have here.
We have so many kinds of flowers around. Flower and flowers abound.
They all speak to us with their own sound.
And we always pass them round and round.
It really could be one in a state dumbfound.
And what is lost is often and that's what I do. I sing like that, and then you hop, and everything would they'd be like, "Get out of here!" There was a couple of really old people who were like 900 years old, and they would let me draw diagrams of all the languages that I learned. And we'd very unmusically sit there in that fire over there, where the main fire is all singing. Now I can almost control when that happens, but not as much. Back then, I had a troubled youth.
We've come a long way. Pretty, you say?
Yes.
So, what brings you to this campfire?
She was doing rituals a few years ago to recapture something of her own, something about like a child of hers, there was a friend of hers. It was really hard to understand. But she was kind of a deep place in the fabric, of everything. And I, of course, being a fae, I traveled through the chords and fibers of that, and went to see what was wrong, and found her in pain and offering at the same time friendship and other things, devotional things and friendship to someone who, from my realm, who could help, and I decided to help. She wanted to do somehow regain what her son had given her, some moments. And then she sang some song, and she was able to sing because, for instance, she, for some reason, elves of her time period and place where she lived put a high premium on tonality or something, and so she was felt hurt as a child because she was shamed for that singing. Anyway, I started teaching her really good music, and I've also played with us. I was playing with you guys earlier. So.
You have?
Yes.
Why is this the first time I've noticed you?
They're very fun people here in this little grove with the tree in it. I have to remember this place.
And are you aiding Aurelia in her struggles?
I'm making sure she focuses on them.
Or are you perhaps the focus of them?
Oh no, I would never make myself the focus. That's the way to really spread. People like her become the focus of a lot of people. You may have had similar experience. Perhaps you will someday when you get your title friend. Future generations will look to this experience and other things. You might even yourself battle a dragon and be iconified.
Those that do for title are to be watched.
Interesting. I would agree with that too. In fact, names themselves are a suspect, aren't they?
That's fair to say.
You're only a glyph or two away from the Lord of the universe, the Lady Lord, or perhaps they, or perhaps it. It doesn't really matter because it's never satisfied with anything. Mharta. You and someone in your past, Mary, both of you, by your very names, you challenge the lordship of the universe, Mharta, Samsara, and other things that lower worlds like yours and hers, Aurelia's, and everyone in this true world seem to be so stuck.
And what brings you this way?
As I say, I was just hoping to go play music, friend.
Well, let's see if you can play.
All right. Name your instruments. With a resounding roll of dice somewhere distant, someone breaks out. Ah! Get out of my fucking way! I have to throw that thing out of my life. I'm sorry. I may not be able to play guitar with you at all. I never was very good at playing. But I'll tell you this. Someone else came through here a long time back and left this. It was not my uncle.
Aurelia, it's good to have you back. We do have you back, don't we?
I hope so. Let me see. She rolls that. Can you see it?
6, 7, 9, 15.
15? Okay, and the other guy rolls, I'll roll for him too, because that means. 10 and 1, I think, yeah?
10, 9, and 1.
9, 10 total? And the other one was higher than that, yeah?
Yes.
I forgot.
15. 15 to 10.
Oh, well, in that case, he saw it. I think Aurelia won that, so she goes back and says, I think I kicked him out, yeah.
How? Is it from the guitar? Having to play guitar? Or have you always had this affliction?
Well, usually what happens then is I kind of go into a realm, and it's not his realm. He sets me higher than he is, into a really high level. Beyond, like, Quasar level. Does that make sense to you? Quasar, can we do that in steampunk Victoria? Because that needs to be spoken as well. So I have some weird shit from the time zone, I'm sorry.
From the Quasar zone? Because I
Yeah,
don't
quasars and like black holes in the center of each galaxy. There's 100 billion galaxies, 100 billion brain cells in the person, and that's you and me. You know, that's
okay.
That's how you see.
Sort of how we got here.
Yeah, and then we have always been in the center space beyond everything. This is what it means. It's why you don't want to leave the tree sphere. Because you're in the tree sphere, everything's great. I can play music. I can throw out people who try to exploit a lack of understanding of myself on that principle. And, you know,
how does the Shambhala treat you? I hope it serves you well.
which was the Kalimba friend. That's how she says to me. He's actually he mostly, but can be she also. There's a lot of goodness in that person. That person also plays too. And that's what happened. That's right, friends. You did it. We did it together. That's good to know. I believe that bastard won't come back.
I'm happy to hear. I feel like it was the first time I've experienced their presence, and it didn't seem well intended.
No, he's one of those people who likes to exploit weakness as they see it. And vampiric organisms exist, especially in the higher realms of the galaxy dimensions. But that's not necessarily, even a vampiric person can be good, they just have to really time when they're hungry. That's all that is. But we know he's worse than that, because that guy was malicious. He's been here for like years. Destroying things for no reason. I seem to have a lot of masks now, a lot of personalities, voices, etc. I am beyond needing to know who's in control. It's a lot who's in control. This is Aurelia, and we're all sitting under the law. Which I didn't know was going to happen, brother. So, wow.
And that is something that we have to go through, especially someone who holds a position of duty or a position of title such as yourself. So I appreciate the transparency.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you're able to will yourself rid of this affliction, and I trust if you say you are in good spirits, then you are, and I'm here to support you.
God bless.
As you said, in this tree, this is a sacred place, and so when I felt that malicious presence, I knew something was off, and I had to check if their cards were right, if you will.
Makes sense, man.